Latte, having spent every day in the same room, is gradually beginning to understand how to get her food by meowing. She's less hostile than before, and whenever she hears me preparing the food, she comes out of her hiding place and waits for it patiently. So cute. She also cries just like that, while tugging at my heartstrings a little, which tugs at my heartstrings a little. I'll be done in just a second, okay? Here you go. Here you go. You're such a good girl when you're eating. She even lets me stroke her a little sometimes. Latte seems to more or less recognize me as someone who feeds her. So that's average cat behavior. As I move from stroking her head to her back, Latte makes loud hissing noises to indicate her discomfort. After finishing her food, she quickly goes back to her typical hiding spot underneath the desk. You're still an edge, huh? Might be better to wait for her to get used to me more before petting anywhere other than her head. But compared to before, she appears to be more comfortable with her surroundings, and she's even started wandering around the room. In the beginning, she was confined to either under the desk or the corners of the room, but recently she's been relaxing on the desk and shelves, the desk, the shelves, or wherever she felt safe. Oh, you're back. Latte comes out from under the desk and springs up onto the shelf with a light jump. If she's jumping up there, she probably still doesn't like me. At least she's getting used to her environment now instead of holding up in her hiding place. I can't afford to be impatient, so I'll have to get to know her little by little. Another successful day of business comes to an end. There were a decent amount of customers today, thanks to the regulars and new customers the time flew by. Good job, everyone. Are you done with everything, Chisato?
ええ、明日の仕込みも問題なし。今日はこれで帰れるわ。
Okay. Please be careful on your way back. As for... hold on.
ラテに会いたいので。
It's obvious by the look on Koron's face that she wants to see Latte. No problem. Let's head to my room after you change. But you need to go home before it gets too late, okay?
はい、わかってます。大丈夫ですから。すっかり夢中になってるわね。ほんと、コロンちゃんは猫が大好きなんだから。違います。特別に好きってわけじゃないですから。
Definitely not. Nope. Don't worry about all the cat memorabilia she has. She does not like cats.
あら、そうだったんだ。てっきり大好きなのかと。
Exactly. Whoa. Right? That's past tense.
全然そうじゃないですから。でも拾ってきた責任が私にはあるので。それもそうね。でもさっき朝輝くんが言ったように帰り道は気をつけるようにね。わかりました。ありがとうございます、千里さん。それじゃあ私はそろそろ帰るわね。二人ともお疲れ様でした。
Thanks, Chisato. After seeing Chisato off, my eyes meet with Koron's. Let's go to my place after you get changed.
すぐに着替えるので待っててくださいね。
I will. No need to rush. Koron can only interact with Latte when she's off work or right after her shift for a short period of time. Good chance that's why they haven't gotten used to each other yet. And today Koron is trying just as hard to pet her.
だってそんなに上の方じゃなくてこっちにおいで。今日はおやつも持ってきたんだよ。ほらおいで。
You needed to bring cat toys. Koron takes some treats out of her bag and waves them at Latte, who shows no interest. She doesn't seem to understand what they are. Latte continues to stare at Koron without much of a response. So cute.
どうしても上から見られちゃう。
Because she hates you. I mean, at least she's showing her face, which is an improvement.
それはそうですけど、これじゃなかなか仲良くなれません。
Because you aren't. You're right. She's obviously hostile, but I wonder why she climbed all the way up there.
野良時代に人間にいたずらされたりしていると警戒心を強めるそうなんです。だから私がいい人間だって分かってもらわないといけないと思って、私は無理やりラテを連れてきちゃったから余計に怖がられているかもしれないし。
I see. That's why Koron's so desperate to make amends. I'm not going to say it to her face, but I have a feeling that Latte can sense Koron's desperation.
でも今日は少しでも仲良くなるんです。
The determined Koron pumps her fist in the air, then shakes the bag of treats while looking at Latte.
おいでラテ、おいしいおやつがあるよ。来ないなら私が食べちゃおうかな。とっても美味しそうだよ。ほら、にゃにゃん。にゃん。
Me?
返事してくれた。おいでにゃんにゃん。おやつ一緒に食べたいにゃん。
No perspective responding to her, but from my end of things, it still looks like she's angry. Still, Koron's attempt at sounding like a cat are kind of cute.
ラテと一緒だと美味しいだろうにゃ。来てほしいにゃ。にゃ。こっちだにゃ。ほらほら。にゃにゃ。おいで。
Koron's constant meowing is too adorable to resist. I can't help but laugh.
ダメかな。おやつ美味しいと思うのににゃ。朝木先輩、なんですか？
Oh, nothing. Sorry. It's just that you're trying so hard that you've even resorted to purring like a cat.
聞かないでください。ダメです、ダメ。
I said sorry, okay? I didn't mean to laugh.
今笑ってるじゃないですか。
No. It's hard to stop.
もう朝木先輩ひどいです。私は必死なんですよ。なんとかラテと仲良くなりたいのに。
I said sorry. I apologized to the slightly angry Koron while motioning toward the treats she has in her hands. To try opening that.
あ、言われてみればそうですね。
Let me try. Latte's more likely to let you touch her when she's eating, you know?
それ本当ですか？
You You know a lot about cats. You didn't know this? Yeah. It's always been like that. She'll let me touch her when she's eating, but she seems to hate it when I touch her stomach or back to avoid those areas.
なるほど。わかりました。じゃあ、おやつは朝木先輩がお願いします。
I take the treats from Koron, then gently open up the bag for Latte to see. Latte, come here. These taste different from what you're used to.
Meow.
Floating cat. Latte appears to be a little interested due to the smell. Good girl. Let's eat some treats over here. You need it over here. After I bring out the plate that Latte always eats off of, he takes a whiff to see whether or not he could eat it. Lets out a little cry and begins eating her treats. Watching this, Koron breaks into a smile. Koron, I think you can pet her head now.
本当ですか?
Yeah. Yeah. Just, be gentle and try not to stroke her too much.
はい。それじゃあ、そっと。
Koron nervously stretches out her hand and gently strokes Latte's head. Maybe Latte is distracted by the new flavor or something. She doesn't appear to dislike being petted. While stroking Latte, Koron looks toward me with eyes full of happiness, despite trying to restrain herself. The expression is funny and cute at the same time, which makes me smile. Let's not freak out too much. Not freak her out too much with too much petting, okay? Koron nods obediently, while continuing to stroke Latte's head with a happy expression.
もうおしまいなんだ。
As soon as Latte finishes eating, he moves away from Koron's hand and jumps back onto the shelf. Finished eating, so he's gone back to her usual self. At the very least, he wasn't intimidated. So I think she's doing much better than before.
そうだといいんですけど。
Koron looks a little sad, but at least she's learned that calling out to her isn't going to work. I can't really say that they've gotten used to each other yet, but I need to create more opportunities for Koron to pet her.
少しずつだよね。
Judging by the small fist she's making, Koron seems to have decided that she's going to get to know Latte slowly. Need to give her my full support. It's the only way her and Latte will become best friends. It's been a while since we picked up Latte. Latte, who at first hid and watched us from afar, seems completely comfortable in her surroundings these days. She doesn't seem to mind having me in the room, and has started to relax and make herself at home. She's now laid out on my bed purring. I think you own this place, huh? Latte, who's occupied the larger half of my bed, responds back to me with a lazy meow. If she's this comfortable, there shouldn't be a problem if I show her off to the others. So I've invited everyone to come to my room to witness the debut of the new and improved Latte. The air is full of excitement. Everyone's at Caramella a little earlier to meet Latte.
ラテちゃんに 話を聞いてから私たちも会いたかったんですよ。ね、イラちゃん。でも初めてだし、怖がらせないようにしないと。
I'm sure it'll be fine.
はい、私も最初の頃は大変だったので、皆さんも気をつけてください。
Well, she's used to my room by now. So I don't think she's going to be as scared or surprised as the first time we brought her in. With that said, she's going to be meeting a large number of people, so who knows what could happen. I've got to make sure nothing goes wrong. Something's gonna go wrong, isn't it? Let's do things slowly, and try not to scare her off, okay?
はい、わかってます。
Since Koron's gotten used to seeing Latte, he comes the room slowly and carefully, like always.
失礼します。ラテちゃんどこだろう。お邪魔します。ワクワクワクワク。
New people. Everyone walks into the room with gentle footsteps. But this Latte, who's been relaxing on the bed, suddenly runs off to hide under the desk. Everything's feel a bit different with everyone in the room.
あー、隠れちゃった。やっぱり人が多いとダメなのかな。
Yeah, there's 3 extra people than she's used to. Or 4, I guess. Koron sometimes visits. Latte's just a little spooked, so I'm sure she's fine. Not as guarded as she was the first time, so she's just feeling out the situation.
さすが、毎日一緒に生活してるからよくわかるんですね。
You might be right. Even so, I've been super gentle with her.
でも、出てくる様子、ないですね。お顔、ちゃんと見れませんか？
One sec. Let me try something. I peered down to look at Latte, who's still hiding under the desk. It appears that she's just a little surprised by the sight of strangers. Not hissing or anything, so if I speak softly while picking her up, there shouldn't be any problems. Come here, Latte. There's nothing to be scared of. See? I slowly reach out to grab Latte, who shows no signs of running away. As I gently pull her toward me, I cradle her in my arms to calm her down. Here we go. You're such a good girl.
すごくおとなしくしてるけど、ちょっと興奮してるかな。コロンちゃん、どうしてわかるの？目を大きくしてるので、少し警戒してるみたいだなって思ったんです。なるほど、確かに目大きくなってるね。
I think it'll be fine if we leave her like this, though.
ラテちゃんと友達になりたいのに難しいですね。
Hey, Latte. Latte shakes her body violently and jumps out of my arms. It seems CL's sudden movement spooked her. When she hits the floor, she runs off to the desk to hide and watches us from her usual spot.
ごめんなさい、脅かすつもりじゃなかったのに。
Not your fault. It happens.
やっぱり人が多いと驚いちゃうんだね。
Yeah.
すっかり机の下ですね。こっちは見てるんだけど警戒してるみたい。ラテちゃん。
Latte seems to be interested in what's going on, but doesn't want to budge from her spot under the desk. Looks like I can't pick her up like I did before.
今日は諦 やめた方が良さそう。そうだね。無理に舌から出したらまた警戒しちゃいそう。そういえばラテちゃんって生後どのくらいか分かってるんですか？
The vet said she's around 4 months old, right?
はい、そのくらいの期間野良として自然の中で生き抜いてきたんじゃないかって。そんなに長く一人ぼっちだったんだね。だから打ち解けるには時間が必要だろうって獣医さんは言ってました。それだけ長く一人だったならすぐにはやっぱり難しそうだね。そうなんです。でもせめて私のことは命の恩人だって分かってほしいのですが。雨の中を連れてきてあげたんだからきっと分かってくれる日が来るよ。はい、ありがとうございます、塩宮先輩。
Oh. There was a slight hiccup there.
でももしかしたら誘拐されたと思ってたりしてないかな。そんな。だったらどうしよう。仲良くなれないかな。
I told you it's going to be fine. I'm sure she knows you're the person who saved her. You come in to see her almost every day. I don't think she's scared of you, Cordon. I'm pretty sure she's just overwhelmed by the amount of people.
そうだったらいいんですが。
Cordon seems to have taken CL's words to heart. But knowing how close we have gotten with Latte, I want to believe she can do the same with everyone else. After the encounter with Latte, which clearly didn't go very well, maybe you shouldn't have introduced all of your other employees at the same time. Have everyone disinfect their hands with alcohol and use the adhesive cleaner to get rid of any cat hair. After that, I make them change into their work clothes to get ready.
だって私にちゃんと慣れてくれるかな。いい人だって分かってくれればいいのに。もしかしたらラテちゃんはコロンちゃんにもう一度捕まるとキャトルミューティレーションされると思っているのかも。キャト何？
Don't worry about it.
キャトルミューティレーションだよ。宇宙人が動物を誘拐して体の一部を切り取って血を全部抜き取っちゃうの。
These words should not be coming out of her mouth.
何それ怖い。っていうか私そんなことしないよ。でもラテちゃんが怖がってたみたいだから。それで怖がってるんだったらどうしたら。
Hold on, CL, settle down. That's probably not the reason. I've mostly managed to reel in CL, but I really hope Cordon doesn't believe her. She's way too naive for her own good. You're on my bed as usual, huh? After finishing up at Caramella, I'm relaxing in my room with Latte when a message appears on my phone. When I check to see who it's from, I notice it's Cordon.
朝木先輩、こんばんは。今ラテはどうしてますか？
Latte's just lazing around on my bed.
ゴロゴロ、いいなあ。きっと可愛いですよね。写真送ってもらいたいなって思ったんですけど、いいですか？
Oh, one sec. Speaking of which, I haven't taken a single picture of her yet. When I look away from my smartphone and to take a peek at Latte, She's still minding her own business, relaxing on the bed. I inconspicuously point my phone at her in an effort to not scare her. And I knew that was gonna happen. Oh, don't move. It was so still before, but as soon as I try to take a photo, she starts moving around. Not doing anything weird, so just stay still. The noise of the shutter surprises Latte and makes her run, resulting in a blurry photo. This is a bad shot. Latte hisses at me loudly as if to protest against my actions. So cute. Told you to stay still, damn it. Please. Following Latte with my lens, I try to capture more pictures of her while she's trying to escape. They ain't working. But every single one ends up being blurry. I'll just choose the best one out of all of these and send it to Cordon. Looks kinda angry here, but this'll have to do. Oh, he's already sent a response. Sorry, she wasn't staying still every time. Every time I face my phone toward her, she books it. Yeah, maybe that's why it spooked her. By the way, why'd you want pictures? Oh, that makes sense. Sorry I couldn't take any good ones. Because it's in text, because it's like they're texting each other. I don't need to go back into the logs to see what she was about to say. Oh? Sure thing. I'll see you tomorrow. Night, Cordon. After texting Cordon and placing my phone down, Latte comes out from under the desk and jumps onto my bed. Doesn't seem to like it when I point the phone at her. Hopefully she'll let Cordon take a proper picture tomorrow. Nope. Will not. The next day, Cordon comes to my room and snaps some pictures of Latte. As usual, Latte is on my bed. He's probably used to Cordon seeing how she didn't hide under the desk. Like yesterday, Latte prepares to jump off the bed once she sees Cordon's phone. Hold on. After I nod at Cordon, who's making a face that says help me, I peek under the desk and find Latte in her usual position. Don't worry, I'm not gonna hurt you. Come here. Managed to pick her up with little resistance once I speak to her gently. Hold on, why don't you take a picture now? Okay, come on Latte, stay still. Did Latte with my voice while holding her, which keeps her in place for a short amount of time. Cordon manages to take a lot of pictures of us, but... Wait. Yeah. Whoa, what the hell? Latte jumps out of my arms. Maybe she doesn't like me holding her for that long.
もうちょっと撮りたかったのに。
And she's back under the desk.
はい。でも何枚かいい写真が撮れましたよ。
Really? Let me see.
ほらこれとか。あ、こっちも。
Koron swipes through image after image of Latte and me together. There are a couple of blurry ones, but compared to the ones I took yesterday, these are amazing. My face sucks in this one.
でもラテの顔はよく撮れてます。
Yeah, she does look really cute.
嬉しいな。でもどうせなら私も抱っこしてるところを撮りたいかも。
Why don't we switch?
お願いしてもいいんですか？
Of course. It'd be hard taking a picture of yourself while holding her. So this is the best option.
じゃあお願いします。あ、でも私が抱いて嫌がらないでしょうか。
She says she seems to be used to you. So I think she'll be fine. Let's try it.
わかりました。じゃあ抱っこしてみますね。
Here is the CG, right? So I begin to take pictures of Koron hugging Latte, but immediately after I finish taking the first few shots, Latte runs off. Never mind. The black screen for some reason. Getting good pictures of animals is a lot harder than I thought.
はい。でも結構いろいろ撮れたと思います。
Well, they're way better than the ones I took yesterday, at least.
送ってくれたやつですね。あれはちょっとブレブレどころじゃなかったですよ。
I did a much better job today. Like this one, for example.
本当だ。これ送ってください。
So, like, you gonna show it, or...? Yeah, for sure. Look cute here, look cute here as well.
朝木先輩のスマホにある写真、私が写ってるのは消しておいてください。
No. Wait, why? I can't keep these?
ダメです。消してください。スマホに女の子の写真を残しておくなんて特別な関係に思うじゃないですか。
Well, you know... You're going to eventually. Oh, that's what you were worried about. Well, okay, I'll delete them when I get a chance.
後じゃダメです。今すぐ消してください。
What? But I never show other people my phone, so it's not going to be a problem if I have them on here.
ダメです。もしもスマホを落として中身を見られたらどうするんですか？
It's password protected. No way. I've never lost my phone.
今まではそうでもこれからはわからないです。なので今消してください。
Yeah, who knows? You could become like Yuma and always and constantly misplace your phone all the time. That was a bit redundant.
朝木先輩が消さないなら私が画像を消します。スマホを貸してください。
Hold on, wait. You're going to hurt yourself.
逃げちゃダメです。
Whoa! And this is the CG. Man, that hurt. Yep. Koron collapses against me as she tries to grab my phone, taking me down with her. She's on top of me now, and the tip of her blushing nose brushes against mine. Are you okay, Koron? Answer me.
はい、大丈夫。
Well,
これはわざとじゃなくて、なんて言えばいいのか。
I know. Don't sweat it.
わかってます。私もそれはわかって、
I'm fine, so please calm down.
落ち着いてます。変なことなんて考えてません。
If only you were... Wait, what? What did she mean by dirty? If I ask her, she's going to get mad at me again. Still. Koron stares at me without saying a single word. Bad if someone finds us like this. Hold on. While I'm thinking of what to do, a look of realization graces Koron's face. A second later, she scrambles away from me. When we sit up and face each other, Koron looks really nervous. And won't even look me in the eye.
さっきの写真、ちゃんと消しておいてください。
Got it. I'll delete them when I can.
それならいいです。ラテの写真も撮れたので、そろそろ帰ります。
Oh, okay. Let me walk you to the door.
一人で大丈夫ですから。それじゃあ、失礼します。
Bye bye. After frantically saying goodbye, Koron stands up and leaves my room. I've probably made her angry thinking about it. Thinking about it makes me feel guilty. What do you think, Latte? Oh, so now you've come out. Now you come out. Not your fault, Latte. If I deleted the pictures right when she asked, Koron wouldn't have gotten angry at me. As I reflect on what happened moments before, I delete the pictures of Koron and Latte on my phone. Out of the many bad shots that I took, there's one of Koron and Latte that stands out. Latte looks a little annoyed, but Koron has an infectious smile that's enough to make joy sprout in my heart. It's a shame I have to get rid of this, but for whatever reason, I feel like deleting this picture would be a waste. Koron finds out, he's going to get angry at me, but I'm going to keep it anyway. Oh, and isn't it weird that Koron told me to delete my pictures, even though she has the ones with me in the mono phone? It's only fair that I keep some of her. Yeah, double standards. After an eventful morning, finally my lunch break. As I stroll down the corridor to buy lunch, I notice Koron walking in my direction. Once she notices me, she runs right on over.
朝木先輩、ちょっといいですか？
Hey Koron, what's up?
実は相談したいことがあるんです。
I have some time. Why? Did you... Never mind. Did something happen?
そんな深刻なものではなくて、放課後に買い物に付き合ってほしいんです。
Do you have something you want to buy? Do you have something you want to buy? I'll tag along if you want.
ありがとうございます。実はラテちゃんのために猫グッズが買いたくて。
Oh, gotcha. That's why you asked me. Let's meet up once class is finished then.
よかった。でもお店の方は。
I'll let Chisato know that we're going to be a little late, so don't worry about it.
朝木先輩
Yeah, I was just on my way. You want to eat together?
そうなんですね。せっかくだから一緒に食べましょう。
And so Cordon and I have lunch together and talk about shopping for latte. As I promised during lunch, I go shopping with Cordon once classes end. Of course, I contacted Chisato to let her know in advance. Have you decided where you want to go?
はい、商店街にペットショップがあったので、そこで買おうと思ってます。
It's a PetSmart. Oh god. Oh, wait. Petco. I don't remember what the American the American pet store would be. Oh yeah. I've never been inside, but I've passed by enough times to remember. Do you have enough money? If not, I'll pay.
ありがとうございます。でも、私がラテちゃんにあげたいので、お金のことは心配しないで大丈夫です。
Oh, so she didn't spend all of her money on vending machines this time. I mean, claw machines.
ただでさえ、朝木先輩にはいろいろお世話になってしまっているので、できることは自分でしたくて。
Right. No worries then. I'll support you no matter what. So if you need help, just say the word.
わかりました。いろいろありがとうございます。
I don't mind having latte around. Besides, you always come in to check up on us.
そういえば、普段は一人なんですよね。
Yeah. After I finish up at the cafe, I'm all alone. Having you and latte around gives me something fun to look forward to.
よかった。迷惑だったらってちょっと考えてたから。
Well, I chose your route for a reason. I've never thought that. Please come visit Latte whenever you want.
はい、そうしますね。
As we continue to talk, we reach the shopping district and walk into the pet store. Mentioned that you wanted a couple of things, but did you want to buy anything in particular?
そうなんです。でも、実際に見たら欲しいものが見つかるかなと思って。
Did you find something?
首輪。すごく種類がいっぱいあって、かわいいです。
Cordon points to the plethora of collars, sporting various colors. And no way I was blanking. Sporting various colors and patterns. I saw collar, and I saw something spelt similar to it. And yeah. Wow. I didn't think there'd be this many. I seriously had no idea.
いろいろありますね。こっちはリボンみたいになってて、こっちはネクタイみたいですよ。
Some even have bells on them.
うわー、かわいいな。どれにしよう。
As she studies each of the collars carefully, Cordon takes out her phone and begins to look at pictures of Latte. It seems she's trying to see which collar suits her best. Don't you think it's a little too early to give her a collar?
でも、買っておいてもいいじゃないですか。腐るものでもないですし。
Yeah, I guess you have a point.
女の子だし、やっぱり可愛いタイプのやつがいいな。無地よりも柄が入ってるやつが可愛いけど、そうなるとリボンがつくとくどくなっちゃうし。
Cordon continues to compare and look at the collars with a troubled look on her face. I don't blame her considering how many options there are and all.
朝木先輩はどれがラテちゃんに似合うと思いますか？
I prefer the one that has a bell on it. Well, if you ask me, I think a more subdued color and a non-flashy design would suit her best.
それは私も思います。柄も控えめの方がきっと似合いますよね。
Damn.
こういう感じの。
If that's the case, then they're definitely not going for a bell. Actually says that Cotton picks a collar off the wall. It has a pale checkered gingham pattern. I don't know what that is. It isn't too gaudy, so it has a simple charm to it. Ah, good choice.
はい。でも、こっちの水玉リボンも可愛いと思うんですよね。
He returns to the gingham collar and grabs the much larger polka dot collar, switching between collar and collar, with a ribbon off the wall. Yeah, the design on this one is just as...
それに、このストライプのやつも可愛いし、こっちは猫柄。
Every color she picks up seems charming in its own way. And in the end, they never actually pick one. In the end, after 1 hour of meticulously searching for the right collar, Cordon finally picks one for Latte. Along with the collar, she purchases one of those fuzzy teaser cat toys before we call it a day. I was hoping they would buy more toys, but sure. You ended up buying a lot, huh? It was 2 things. The collar was more expensive than I thought. Are you sure you're okay? I should have paid for them.
大丈夫です。そのためにアルバイトしてますから。
If you say so.
今までアルバイトをしても特に使い道がなかったので、貯金してあったので、本当に心配しないでくださいね。
Okay. I don't mean to bring it up all the time. Connor would have said something if she needed my help. So I'm just going to leave it at that. I'll take her word for it and just worry about the food and other things, other such things. We're done shopping. Let's head home. はい、
結構時間かかっちゃいましたね。ラテちゃん待ってるかな。
Excitement in Cordon's voice is evident, and she's practically skipping. Really wants to see Latte.
お邪魔します。ラテちゃん、会いに来たよ。
We're home, Latte. We enter the room. Latte is on the bed. Latte remains in place and stares at us. A clear sign that she's gotten used to her life here.
ラテちゃん、今日はお土産を持ってきたよ。そのままおとなしくしておいてね。
The lazy Latte continues to stare at Cordon. After Cordon carefully approaches Latte, gently puts the collar he just bought on her. Did we get the right size?
大丈夫みたいです。よかった。やっぱり可愛い。よく似合ってるよ、ラテちゃん。
Yeah, the problem is her head's so fucking big you can't see it from the front. The newly accessorized Latte, who isn't quite used to her present, is spinning around in an attempt to get the collar off her neck.
やっぱり嫌かな。
Well, yeah, you'd expect that. Latte spins around for a while, but eventually gives up. I initially thought it might have been too early for a collar, but it looks like she's getting used to it. It's... Actually, yeah, it is a good comparison. It's like wearing a bracelet or like something around your wrist for the first time, right? You're not really used to how it feels, and then over time you end up getting used to it.
よかった。それじゃあラテちゃん、次はこれ。
That's essentially what a collar would be like for latte. Oh my
ラテ
god.
ちゃん、猫じゃらしだよ。これをこうやってパタパタパタ。
Oh, she's checking it out.
パタパタパタ。
She looks like she's having fun. Maybe if you start moving it differently, she'll want to bite it more.
なるほど。じゃあ今度は上下に揺らして。
Oh, she's jumping and really going at it.
次は左右にゆらゆら。
She's chasing it like nobody's business. Lato, who's just had her first experience with a cat toy, seems to have awakened her animal instincts. Before I know it, the cat toy is out of Cordon's hand. Latte is chasing it around like a madman.
こんなに気に入ってくれるなんて思いませんでしたね。
So cute. Yeah, no kidding. It's good that we got her some toys to play with, since she didn't have any before.
やっぱり何か遊ぶものはあった方が良かったんですね。にゃにゃー。ちょっと待って、ちゃんと遊ぶから。
As soon as Cordon finishes speaking, she slowly flicks the cat toy to the excited Latte, who's jumping up and down. Cordon then quickly shakes the cat toy again, as fast as she can.
楽しいね、ラテちゃん。
She's really into it. Maybe she'll even let us pet her now.
そうか。ちょっとやってみます。
Yeah, that's the strategy. You tire them out by playing with them, and then, when they're resting, you pet them. Easy. Conan reaches her hand out toward the preoccupied kitten. She then starts slowly petting her without any problems.
ラテちゃんが。
Conan continues to delicately stroke Latte until she stops fumbling with the toy and presses into her hand.
あさき先輩、これって。
It means you've been accepted. It looks like she wants you to keep petting her.
やっぱりそうなんですか。じゃあもっと。
Oh, it was just a giggle, right? Surely there was nothing else.
やっぱりそうなんですか。じゃあもっと。なでなで。
There was something else. There was a little something else. Latte is relaxed and clearly sleepy thanks to all of Cordon's physical attention. Maybe she likes the way she's being petted.
他のところも。よしよし。
Cordon begins to gently stroke places other than her head. Even though Latte doesn't enjoy getting attention from me, she seems completely in the zone with Cordon, even going so far as to close her eyes. She seems to like it when you pet her, Cordon. She's really calm with you. I don't get the same reaction at all.
そうなんですか。今はこんなにいい子なのに。
Don't steal my cat. Even I'm just doing it wrong. Maybe I'm just doing it wrong.
私の撫で方が気に入ってもらえたなら嬉しいです。それに前よりも逃げなくなったのも嬉しい。
You've been coming in nearly every single day to see her. So that's probably why she doesn't find you intimidating at all.
よかっ 私のこと悪い人じゃないと思ってくれたんですね。
Yeah, same. I guess that means you can continue seeing her as much as you can.
少しの時間でも会いに来ます。これからもよろしくね、ラテちゃん。
Koron laughs pleasantly, surprised that Latte has responded to her. I'm the one feeding her. How dare you steal my cat? I mean, how dare you steal his cat? Today, Koron and Ciela are off work, and they have plans to come over to see Latte. However, there's something on my mind. Ciel mentioned that she's going to bring Pamu, but is it really safe for a cat and a hamster to be in the same room? Ciel assured me everything was going to be fine, but I honestly can't help but worry. I guess I've got to keep an eye out and make sure nothing goes wrong. Before long, Koron and Ciel arrive.
お邪魔します。朝木先輩、ラテちゃん。こんにちは、お兄ちゃん。
Pamu. Glad to see you guys made it. Ciel, did you actually bring Pamu with you?
はい、もちろんです。やめといた方がいいんじゃないかって一応言ったんですけど。心配しすぎだよ、コロンちゃん。パムちゃんはいい子なので。パムちゃんはいい子でも、
Let's be extra careful today.
はい、私もそう思います。
Latte is on the bed as usual when the two girls enter the room.
こんにちは、ラテちゃん。今日も遊ぼうね。ラテちゃん、今日は私のお友達も一緒なんですよ。
Seemingly understanding Ciel's words, Latte gets up, lowers her posture, and begins to glare at her menacingly. What's wrong, Latte? The hamster.
何か警戒してるみたいな。
It's because of Pamu.
大丈夫ですよ、ラテちゃん。パムちゃんはいい子ですから。
Ciel lets her hamster loose, without considering Latte's discomfort. Pamu stumbles around Ciel's feet, completely oblivious to the kitten right in front of her. Upon seeing Pamu entering the territory that she calls home, Latte lowers her body into a defensive stance and begins to snarl. Pamu continues to walk around without a care in the world while Ciel grins at the two animals.
本当に大丈夫かな。
Ciel, it might be better if you don't let Pamu walk around freely.
大丈夫。パムちゃんは仲良くしたいみたいですから。
As Ciel says, Pamu appears to be intrigued by the presence of a kitten, looking at Latte ever so curiously. Latte, on the other hand,
本当に大丈夫なの、シエルちゃん。ラテちゃんなんだか怒ってるみたいだよ。
it's probably hard for a cat and a hamster to get along. Yeah. Hamsters are, related to mice. So, Latte looks ready to jump. Even though I was monitoring the situation to the best of my abilities, what's unfolding is...
ラテちゃん、パムちゃん。
Stop it, Latte. Latte tries to jump and attack Pamu. But before Latte can do that, Ciel gets in between them.
ダメです、ラテちゃん。それはいけません。
Latte stops immediately after seeing Ciel, who placed herself between the two of them at the very last second. She glares at Latte with a serious expression on her face.
パムちゃんは私のお友達だから、いじめるのはダメなんです。わかりましたか？二人で仲良くです。ラテちゃんもいい子だからできますよね。
Ciel is protecting Palmo by lecturing Latte, but I wonder if it even matters. Well, I guess Latte looks less aggressive at least. In fact, it almost seems like she actually understands her. You know, it's just one of many Ciel's powers. You know, the power of animal talking, animal whispering. She whispers a lot.
あれで大丈夫なんですかね。
Well, I have no idea what just happened, but either way, I can only watch helplessly with Cotton as the conversation between Ciel and Latte continues. And then
わかりましたか、ラテちゃん。
I love Ciel.
わかったならいいんです。ラテちゃんはやっぱりいい子ですね。
For whatever reason, Latte is listening to Ciel and responding quietly.
パムちゃんも事故が起こるといけないので、今日は遠くから見てるだけにしましょうね。
Her expressions are so cute. Pamu does as she's told and observes Latte from a distance, while Latte looks back without attacking her. A cat and a hamster, looking at each other peacefully. There's no way I could have expected this. Ciel, how'd you do that? It looks like you've persuaded Latte.
本当だよ、シエルちゃん。もしかしてラテちゃんとお話できるの？
I always knew that Ciel had some sort of strange power.
持ってんの？お話しすれば分かってくれますよ。パムちゃんもそうですから。ねえ、パムちゃん。
When Ciel calls out to Palmu, she rushes over to brush up against her. Like I thought, Ciel has some magical power that allows her to talk to animals. Yeah, she's a whisperer of animals. I mean... Oh, whisperer.
パムちゃんもわかるわかるって。
She whispers for animals. Well, I sure don't. Not everyone can do that.
私はできないし、ラテちゃんは普段全然私の言うこと聞いてくれないし。お話聞いてくれるならもっと前から仲良くできたと思うんだけどな。最近はちょっと仲良くなれたと思ってるけど。
Hodon looks at Latte, who's lost interest in Pamu, and is now looking away, lazing about.
それじゃあ。
Ciel, who just finished listening to Cotton's words, approaches Latte and begins to stare at her. Latte stands still, gazing back at Ciel with her big eyes.
ラテちゃん、もっとコロンちゃんに照れてもいいんですよ。甘えてわがまま言ってゴロゴロしても大丈夫です。
Ciel continues to gaze at Latte while giving her a thumbs up, but having no interest in her request, Latte begins to close her eyes and drift off to sleep.
なんで？聞けないお願いもあるんだね。
Is that so?
なんでもかんでも聞いてもらえるものじゃないんですよ、お兄ちゃん。
You're not wrong, though. You're not wrong, but
なんか納得いかないです。
somehow Ciel's mysterious ways seem harder to understand than ever. Because they would not be mysterious if you understood them. Caramel is usually open during holidays, and today's no different. We're extremely busy, in fact. After cleaning up and closing the cafe, another busy day at Caramella comes to an end. Oh, good work, everyone.
はい、お疲れ様。コロンちゃんも一日よく頑張ったわね。お疲れ様です。 今日は忙しかったですから、あっという間に時間が過ぎちゃいましたね。本当ね。でもコロンちゃん一人でもフローは大丈夫だったみたいだし、成長してきたって感じね。本当ですか？ありがとうございます。
We're counting on you, Koron. Oh, and after this.
ラテちゃんに会ってから帰ります。
Sounds good. Okay. After you get changed, could you head into my room without me? I've got some unfinished business I need to tend to.
わかりました。それじゃあ着替えてきますね。お先に失礼します。
Koron lowers her head in a bow before heading off to get changed. It looks like Koron is really keen to see Latte.
コロンちゃんってばすっかりラテちゃんに夢中ね。
I don't know what you're talking about, Chisato. She's not obsessed with cats. Sure, seems like it. Latte has also gotten accustomed to seeing Koron and looks forward to every single one of her visits.
なるほどなるほど。いい関係が築けてるってことか。
Yeah, I think so. Everyone's happy and that makes me happy too. I don't know how to explain it, but
朝輝くんにも楽しみができてるみたいでいいじゃない。ラテちゃんが来てくれてよかったわね。
yeah, definitely. Oh, I'm so sorry for keeping you here late. Please go ahead.
あ、いいのいいの。あ、じゃあ私も着替えてそろそろ帰るわ。あとはお願いね。
Wait, Chisato wears other things? Wears things other than her kimono? Slash yukata? Here's the thing. She wears it both seasons, so like, you know, I guess it functions as both. No problem. Thanks for today. After I finish my task here, I'll head back to my room. As I approach the door to my room, after finishing my errands, I hear Koron's voice.
ラテちゃんはいい子だね。たくさん撫でさせてくれるようになって嬉しいな。今度はどっか行っちゃダメだからね。
This time? What does she mean? Maybe I wasn't supposed to hear that. In any case, I feel like it's something I shouldn't keep silent about. Koron,
朝木先輩、お疲れ様です。用事全部終わったんですね。
yeah, anyway,
どうかしたんですか？
I don't mean to pry, but right before I entered the room, I heard you talking to Latte, telling her that she couldn't go somewhere.
それは。
You've been sneaking my cat out, haven't you? Koron is dumbstruck by my question. Latte, who's beside her, begins to roll around on the bed after realizing that Koron has stopped paying attention to her. You told me before that you didn't like cats, but have you ever had a cat as a pet? Koron hesitates to answer, looking lost in thought. Thinking that she can't keep lying to me anymore about liking cats, Koron turns to gaze straight toward me. Could you explain what happened? Koron once again appears to be absorbed in thinking about what she's going to say. She takes a deep breath before speaking. I like cats. Yeah, we figured.
実はまだ小学生だった頃、近所の公園に子猫が捨てられていたことがあったんです。段ボールの中にいて、まだとても小さくて、多分生後1ヶ月も経ってなかったと思います。
So someone had the nerve to abandon him there? Did you take him home?
いいえ、両親にアレルギーがあるのは知ってましたから連れて帰れなくて。でもミルクをあげたりお小遣いから餌を用意したりして公園で面倒を見ていたんです。
You really tried to help him, huh?
でもいつもみたいに学校帰りに公園に様子を見に行くとその子がいた段ボールごといなくなってたんです。
Suddenly, Koron has a strained look on her face. Her chest starts to hurt once I realize I made her remember such a traumatic incident.
誰か優しい人が保護してくれたのかもしれません。でも保健所に連れて行かれたのかもしれません。その子がどうなったのか私にはわからないけど、自分の力で子猫を助けられなかったのがすごく悲しくて。
Koron's voice is trembling. I didn't mean to ask her such a difficult question. I'm so sorry, Koron. I made you think about some terrible memories, didn't I?
謝らないでください。朝木先輩は何も悪くないんです。
Is that why you kept telling me you hated cats?
大好きだっていうのを知られると少し恥ずかしいというのもあったんですけど、好きって言うとどうしても猫の話になるじゃないですか。そうなるとやっぱりあの時のことを思い出してしまうんです。だから猫は好きじゃないって言ってて。
So she purposefully told people she hated cats to keep them from talking about them around her. I knew she loved cats based on how she acted, but up until Latte came into our lives, the topic of cats never came up.
あの時は悲しい気持ちになったけど、猫が大好きなのはあの頃から本当は変わってないんです。
Well, it's pretty easy to see that you do.
そうですか。ちゃんと隠してたつもりなんですけど。
Look, all I'm gonna say is, I would not trust you with my deepest secrets. She's been trying to hide her true feelings, huh? Koto must have been pretty desperate.
あの時ラテちゃんの姿を見たら放っておけなくなって必死だったんですけど、実は私本物の猫の面倒がちゃんと見られるか自信がなかったんです。はい、
I see.
だから今こうやって朝木先輩が一緒にラテちゃんの面倒を見てくれているのはとても安心感があります。
I'm just doing what I can. And besides, it's fun having Latte around.
そう言ってくれる人がラテちゃんと一緒にいてくれることがとても安心できるんです。朝木先輩、ラテちゃんを守ってくれてありがとうございます。
You don't have to feel grateful. It's nothing really.
いいえ、そんなことありません。ラテちゃんにとって朝木先輩は命の恩人です。
I think you were the one who really saved her life.
私なんてそんな。
Nevertheless, if you really had such a traumatic memory involving cats, I think you would have avoided them entirely. Did you not try to do that?
それはないです。だって猫は世界一可愛い生き物ですよ。それを嫌いになったり避けるようになるなんてそんなことありえません。
Oh, well, I guess you have a point. I can only nod at Koron's passionate outburst.
ラテちゃん、もうちょっと一緒に遊ぼっか。にゃー ようやく返事してくれるようになったね。
Lato, who's been on the bed this entire time, widens her eyes and gets up as Koron pulls out a cat toy.
帰るまでだけど、それまでは一緒に遊ぼうね。
Lato swipes at the cat toy with all her might as Koron swings it around in front of her face. I didn't realize that Koron had such a past. She's always smiling when she's with Latte. All I know is that I'm grateful that I helped save a kitten that Koron can now call her own.